And is
I'm
everybody else?
Davine.
I'm Dr. Dick.
Hey, Dr. Dick.
Hey.
And you admit that?
Yes, I do. It's highly prestigious out at Space Lab Enterprises, north of Asheville, in Weaver, Vegas. Mm-hmm.
What do you do there?
Oh, we do scientific outreach,
Cool.
time travel.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you been?
Oh, in the future and in the past.
Have you been to Planet Obi?
Which do you
we
prefer,
have just not
future or the
got
past?
we've not been able to get that far in the time travel mode.
Can you
Which do
tell
you-
me what's going to happen in the future?
In what degree?
My future.
Oh no.
The stock market. Which do you prefer, the
Oh, the
future or the past?
I prefer the past.
I imagine the past probably smells better.
Prefer the past.
I heard that the past
Oh, I don't
is
know. I
Scientific
imagine the past.
Past.
There could be some very bad smells in the past.
Yeah, but I'm talking on a whole.
Yeah.
Like I imagine, like if you lived
You're
in
talking
London,
on a whole?
you know.
On the
This is
whole.
getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine the effervescent smells in an ancient rainforest. It's the dinosaurs running through there. I mean, I wouldn't want to get
That'd
it
be
too close
more
to
funk.
Yeah,
Woo,
well,
right.
you know, I'm
Right,
sure.
dinosaurs could have been very
you can
funky smelling.
imagine the
We don't
smell
know.
of a damp or wet chicken coop or a chicken run. Because
Yeah.
dinosaurs used to be, chickens used to be dinosaurs.
That's right.
They
Yeah,
evolved.
there's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
right.
that's the aroma you would
So
have.
that's a sample of what.
Yes.
Dinosaur poop could have been
I'm
really.
talking, well,
bad.
you know, I'm talking in the grand scheme of things before we were here spewing stuff into
Yeah.
the air. And,
I know.
A good example of that, just go to a pig trough and you'll
Yeah.
be able to experience about all the aroma you can stand in a pig trough.
So,
That is so true.
so who's the
You're
who's
100
the
yards
host of the
downwind.
tea party?
Well,
Who's our host, Dr. Dick?
No, Dr. Dick is a standby co-host.
Dr. John is
Dr.
the host.
John.
the guy with the fancy microphone.
yeah, I get the good mic.
He's got the audio engineer.
Yeah.
John, I like John. What does he smell like?
Don't want to get no closer than I am.
He smells fine.
Cool.
And so you get together and have tea and
Yes.
This is
Shoot
our
the
afternoon tea
breeze.
party.
3 days a week.
Yes.
Yes,
On
3 days.
live TV.
Live.
3 days a week. But I see you've brought some of your other friends with you.
well, yeah, we brought some stuff.
You have other puppets and that you just have stuffed into bags and things.
You have a problem with that?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
not if they don't, you know.
I mean, you use bags, right?
Sure.
We put stuff in bags.
Everybody uses bags. I mean, who doesn't use bags?
Hey, hey.
It's perfectly natural human
Have you
condition.
come for tea?
I just come to see the puppets. I'm glad
Yeah,
to
they
put
come to
some
see the
light on 'em.
puppets. Put some light on the puppets. So there's another one of my buddies. Oh, hey, Rob.
Is that a rhinoceros?
I think so.
Rhinoceros.
Who made your puppets? Did y'all make your puppets?
Who made your puppets? Who made your bodies? God made the puppets.
God made the puppet.
Yeah, God made the puppets. Yeah.
Lisa made the puppet.
Are y'all friendly with finger puppets or not? We have finger
Well,
puppets
sure.
here.
Puppets?
Ironically, this evening, Mount Dungeon has a sock puppet interview.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have sock puppets on our show tonight.
There's a
So,
marionette in the
seems to be
back.
very puppet themed day all of a sudden.
How's your
out of left
bistro
field.
going, by
Yes.
the way?
Out of left field. That's
It's
where
not.
it
It's
is.
over.
Your Tuesday night bistro?
Yeah, Tuesdays is not the same without bistro.
Oh,
Robin here is the director of the bistro.
We're talking about the
Green Radio Bistro Tuesday nights. And,
is that your show?
and Robin.
Yeah, well, it's not my show. I was directing it though. The Green Radio
He was the
Bistro.
Are there
director.
any puppets on it?
No puppets.
Not yet.
Well, there
you-
should have
But I
been.
feel that you
And
are
what is
There
this
should have been.
fella's
invaded
name?
by puppets.
Lisa, tell us about this guy.
Well,
Excuse me, Doctor.
he's a marionette. He's got strings, and he's going to be used in a new show that'll premiere in Asheville in May of 2000. And let's see, what's after 7? Anybody know what's after 7?
They
A lot
told
of
me it's
things.
8.
Okay, that's the one then. Yeah. His name is Doshi. And see, that's for a show that's going to be about the Big Dipper. And that's a myth from China. That one that he's in. Doshi. Marionette.
these for?
negotiate.
What are they for?
This is a teapot.
There's something surreal about a marionette dancing on a table with Dr. Dick.
That's it. That's exactly it.
You never know where
For this
life.
kind of
How often do
tea.
you get back to your planet?
Oh, I can go back anytime I want. See, I do this simultaneous thing.
By location?
Believe it or not.
By location, I'm
It holds-
bilocated.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
4 cups.
No medication for that, I don't think.
Of
And
tea.
you know, I had a question for you though, because
You strain it.
I heard
Strain it.
that the past and the future are the same. Is that true?
It will always end the same
Do it like
as it
this.
began.
I've gotta get
I
duct tape.
see.
Oh, can you some duct tape? Just ignore that person.
But it seems to dribble. We've had trouble with
It's not a 100%.
Studio B at URTV, where
Refined
people have to
design.
at through to get to the storage
It's not
closet.
100% refined design. It's not 100%
Just
refined
for need
design.
of duct tape.
Well, at least you got some duct tape.
Actually,
No, actually, you
Oh, I
don't.
think it's been overfilled by
Let me get the light on.
Oh, thank you.
Mr.
Let me get the light.
it. Well, we'll try it that way, so if it
Anybody see any
goes
duct
off
tape?
like old faithful.
Any
we'll
duct
just
tape
hit the
here?
wall.
Any duct tape in here?
¿Dónde está?
Donde está?
How's that?
I
Oh,
know.
that's kind of a two-faced thing there, isn't it?
Yeah, she's pretty two-faced.
Oh, who took our duct tape?
Not a clue.
Don't look too bad.
I did not take it.
Nor did
I was in Nashville.
Did you take the duct tape?
Did you make a hat out of duct tape? Actually, my cell phone is being held together by duct tape.
Uh-huh.
It's a flip top, and the
Yeah.
top's about to flip off without that.
See what they gave you?
Duct tape is wonderful. And it's gone.
Isn't that
Right.
nice?
Oh, here it is.
Did you see what they gave you?
I heard about it yesterday. Hey, you got the logo on there. That's cool. I
Well,
like that color too.
Success.
That's
All
thick.
right.
should we go?
Seriously, your Tuesday night distro is not on anymore?
It's on TV still,
But you're not
You
doing
just
it.
not-
but we're not producing anymore at the moment. We're hoping that,
Uh-huh.
I think we're looking for some, financial sponsorship. We have a whole crew
Uh-huh.
that works on that, people that are, what is it that TV people win?
Awards?
Yes, what are
Which
the,
awards? The
Uh-huh.
Emmys?
Are the Emmys, what is it?
Grammys.
What's her name?
Emmys.
Has an Emmy? Tell us about talk about the beach or something. What's her name she has like a couple of Emmys or something for.
Oh, Lisa Stewart.
Uh-huh, and she what?
What are you
Tell,
looking for?
tell
Lisa,
us.
this is Lisa Stewart. Yeah, Lisa.
Do you have an Emmy?
Lisa has an Emmy.
You have an Emmy.
have an Emmy?
Let's
Yeah.
see it.
Let's see
I
Lisa.
just have to go
We
home.
can't see you, Lisa.
Well, what was it for? What spectacular thing did you accomplish?
It's actually, technically, it's a California Emmy. It's for a puppet show.
Okay.
A California Emmy?
Yeah, because I lived in California.
Is that a television thing?
I think each state has their own Emmys, and then there's national.
Is that right?
I didn't know each state had it.
Wow.
At least
Wonder, can we get an Emmy for the Tea Party?
We
Yeah.
could do. I
we
think we
should
should get
really-
one.
Yeah, we definitely, this show
You
deserves
deserve
a
one.
North
It's
Carolina
the best show,
Emmy.
best show in town.
It's the best live show URTV has.
It is.
There's no doubt
Funny.
about it, hands down.
It is. They tell me now. Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa
Funny.
Lisa
Until-
Coates has 2 Emmys, I believe.
Yeah.
Until Space
That's what I
Mountain
was
comes
gonna
along.
say.
Yeah.
She has 2 Emmys.
Yeah.
And you have an illustrious background. I understand. Yeah, wait a minute. I realize that I have my light turned off. I understand that you worked on the Teletubbies.
Yes, sir. I was head of puppetry on the Teletubbies. I was
So-
the master puppeteer on Teletubbies.
Wow. So you've had some experience
You're a big
with some big
puppeteer.
puppets.
Big kahuna puppeteer.
And so is Lisa. She's a very big. She used to work on the Muppets.
Oh, did you
Oh,
really?
Man, that's
Yeah.
Did I see you on TV from like did they do a special about the Muppets and were you on that? Did I see that like on
We need to see you, Lisa.
I
Yeah.
guess puppeteers used
Puppeteers
to be
normally
out
go
of,
down
keeping
there.
staying out of frame.
Right.
We're
You're
very
good
good
in
at that.
frame now.
You're allowed to be in frame.
Wow,
okay.
nothing.
Well,
That's an
I'll stay in the
outstanding show.
corner of frame.
We've come here to promote the
Here,
National
let's
Day of
put some
Puppetry.
of this.
Yeah, for the Folk
Maybe
Arts
we can
Centre on
help
Saturday.
this by doing
Anyway,
this.
where were we?
But the chair is more comfortable than the floor, I need to
Yeah,
say.
I was finding that pretty uncomfortable.
I miss the Muppets on TV. I mean, actually, that was a good show.
Doesn't seem
The
like
Muppet
much
Show.
tea, does
I
it?
actually technically
Yeah,
was
but,
never
you know,
on the
it's just
Muppet Show.
gorgeous,
I
little
did
teeny
some of the
tiny
Muppet
cups
movies,
covered
Oh.
up.
but I never.
Oh yeah, you did the Muppet movie.
I
Muppet
loved
movies.
the Muppet movie
I
when I was a
agree.
kid.
There's some.
That'll help.
Which bits did you do? Like
That'll
the
help
Muppet?
relieve some.
The main, I worked on 3 of them, but the one I worked on the most was Elmo in Grouchland, and I was Oscar's hand. And then we all do all kinds of things. So you're doing, people walking on, wherever there's a bunch of puppets, you're doing one of them.
Quite often it takes 3 or 4 people just to wear one puppet, so there's a lot of working together on puppetry, isn't there?
There is, and Robin and I are working together on some things. We just finished doing a little DVD project at UNC TV about nutrition with puppets. That was really fun. Robin was one of the puppeteers on that.
My first
We
bit
had
of
a good
American,
old time.
my first bit of American puppetry. So
That is very cool.
yeah.
Can I ask a Teletubbies question?
Sure.
Now, obviously,
coming.
obviously, a huge demographic
Why?
was children you guys were shooting for.
He's done
but
other
was
things.
the 20-something stoner crowd taken into account ahead of time as a demographics that you guys were shooting for, or did it just kind of happen?
No, it never was. No.
Okay.
We only actually ever made programs for children, but they seem to like it. I don't know why.
How did you puppeteers get here to Asheville?
How did our puppeteers from?
You
How did
puppeteers,
I-
you two puppeteer people get here from Asheville.
Well,
Get here to Asheville.
Oh, okay. Well, my brother, I came out here 20 years ago to help my brother build a house in Black Mountain, and that's where I met my wife. So that's why we've come back here.
And are you his wife?
Not yet.
Don't tell your husband. He's not watching.
Is he watching?
Talk about a scandal.
Yeah, y'all might want to kind of scoot up on the table
Yeah.
a little bit.
Right.
You'll be in the
No,
camera.
that's all right.
I didn't want to mask you.
Blaming,
You'll be in the camera some more.
But see, we've made a career out of staying out of frame.
Yeah, our job is to never be seen on camera. So.
Right, you could be just back like this, and you could just have a puppet that did your talking for you, couldn't you? Right, I've found that puppets are able to get away with saying things that adults would not be able to get away.
This is true, but you
with.
seem to have no problem.
It's just the opposite here, isn't it? At the tea party.
There's only one word we
scientist tea
cannot
party.
say. There's only one word we cannot say.
And that
Well,
is-
actually, there's probably more than one.
Well, but mostly we can't do
Wait.
very much profanity.
Yeah,
But-
when I tell a friend of mine that's coming on the show and I say you can't do this, there's 3 words I give them examples of.
You do.
Okay.
Which are they?
I can write them down for you if you want.
No, we need Jonathan for that. You may notice that I brought a little book.
I did notice that. I
is,
was
open
I
to one
just noticed
particular
that.
little page.
The story of tea.
It's stories from dervishes, and so it's like Sufi. It's a Sufi book.
The Sufi book on
Uh-huh.
tea.
And it's basically a 2-page story with a little thing about it on the next page.
Are you
And I thought
gonna-
that someone would read it. I don't have my reading glasses, but I was hoping that someone would share it in some.
Matt?
How about we
Fashion.
pass it,
Pass it
some
around.
read it.
Is anybody
I've no problem
inspired
doing some
to
reading.
Well, we can pass it
to-
around.
I'm happy to read
The
that.
history
But
of
I
tea
need
would
to
be
know
very
your name, 'cause
interesting.
I know this is Matt.
I'm Davine,
Davine.
and I'm going to read you a couple of paragraphs about the story of tea. In ancient times, tea was not known outside China. Rumors of its existence had reached the wise and the unwise of other countries, and each tried to find out what it was in accordance with what he wanted or what he thought it should be. The king of India, and in parentheses that's here, sent an embassy to China, and they were given tea by the Chinese emperor. But since they saw that the peasants drank it too much, they concluded that it was not fit for the royal master, and furthermore, that the Chinese emperor was trying to deceive them, passing off some other substance for the celestial drink. Can you imagine?
Alrighty. The greatest philosopher of Anja, there, in parentheses, collected all the information he could about tea and concluded that it must be a substance which existed but rarely and was of another order than anything then known. For it was not referred to as being an herb, a water, green, black, sometimes bitter, sometimes sweet. In the countries of, oh, I am so gonna butcher these pronunciations. The countries of Koshish and Bebnim, for centuries the people tested all the herbs they could find. Many were poisoned, and all were disappointed.
They
For
tested
nobody
one.
had brought the tea plant to their lands, and thus they could not find it. They also drank all the liquids they could find, but to no avail. Yeah, I know a few people that do that now.
In the territory of Mazhab, a small bag of tea was carried in procession before the people as they went on their religious observances. Nobody thought of tasting it. Indeed, nobody knew how. All were convinced that the tea itself had a magical quality. A wise man said, "Pour upon it boiling water, ye ignorant ones." They hanged him and nailed him up. I've heard that before.
Quite right.
Because to do this, according to their belief, would mean the destruction of their tea. This showed that he was an enemy of their religion.
Before he died, he told his secret to a few, and they managed to obtain some tea and drink it secretly. When anyone said, "What are you doing?" they answered, "It's but medicine which we take for a certain disease." And so it was throughout the world. Tea had actually been seen growing by some who did not recognize it. It had been given to others to drink, but they thought it the beverage of the common people. It had been in the possession of others, and they worshipped it. Outside China, only a few people actually drank it, and those covertly. And then came a man of knowledge who said to the merchants of tea and the drinkers of tea, and to others, "He who tastes knows. He who tastes not knows not." Instead of talking about the celestial beverage, say nothing, but offer it at your banquets. And those who like it will ask for more, and those who do not will show that they are not fitted to be tea drinkers. And close to the shop of argument and mystery. Close the shop of argument and mystery. Open the tea house of experience. The tea was brought from one stage to another along the Silk Road, and whenever a merchant carrying jade or gems or silk would pause to rest, he would make tea and offer it to such people as were near him, whether they were aware of the repute of tea or not. And this was the beginning of Chaikanses, the tea houses which were established all the way from Peking to Bukhara and Samarkand. Samarkand, yeah. And those who tasted knew. Oh.
You do real good. What is that? The end of it?
No, not yet.
No, there's like 400 pages.
No.
No, it's just it.
There's more there.
Okay. At first, mark well, it was only the great and the pretended men of wisdom who sought the celestial drink, and who also exclaimed, "But this is only dried leaves," or "Why do you boil water, stranger, when all I want is the celestial drink?" Or yet again, "How do I know what this is? Prove it to me. Besides, the colour of the liquid is not golden, but ochre." When the truth was known, and when the tea was bought for all those who taste, the roles were reversed, and the only people who said things like the great and intelligent had said were the absolute fools, and such is the case to this day.
No, there's some kind of a little synopsis about it in the back. That page. Someone else. Everybody's passing it around. I won't do it all.
This is from The Tale of the Dervishes. And this is what they say about that story. Drinks of all kinds have been used by almost all people as allegories connected with the search for higher knowledge. Coffee, the most recent of social drinks, was discovered by the dervish sheikh Abu el-Hasan Sindhali at Mocha in Arabia. Although the Sufis and others often clearly state that magical drinks, wine, the water of life, are an analogy of certain experience, literalist students tend to believe that the origin of these myths date back from the discovery of some hallucinogenic or inebriative quality of potations. According to the dervishes, Such an idea is a reflection of the investigator's incapacity to understand that they are speaking in parallels. This is very arcane. The tale is from the teachings of the master Hamadani, died in 1140, teacher of the great Yasavi of Turkestan.
There you go.
There's your cultural lesson for the day from the Tea Party.
Interesting.
As you can see, it's a very old book which is falling apart.
So that means you've read a lot.
I was just
Means you
I
got
was
it
just
at the
gifted
first
that
time.
last night. Someone gave that to
So
me.
would that fall into a category of scientific fact, Dr. John?
Scientifically proven
Scientific proven fact.
fact. No, that's just a Sufi book.
Tales of the Dervishes. These aren't the whirling ones, are they?
Mhm.
Oh, these are the
They are.
whirling ones?
They are the same. Yes, that's one of the things that they
That's
do.
why they got some wacky ideas.
That's one of the things that they do. That's a form of meditation for them
Whirling.
to spin in that fashion.
Yes.
And then we just drink it for recreation.
Yeah. Some.
No.
Religious experience.
Yeah.
That's what my
Let's see,
paragraph
is
said.
it's see, it's working, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Let me ask you something about a Muppet show. Can you have Muppets based on cartoon characters? Do you have to have copyright infringements?
In fact, the word Muppet is a copyright infringement.
Uh-huh.
Because a technical term, it's a puppet. Muppet
Puppet,
is specifically
puppet, okay.
the Muppet
Puppet,
Show, the
yeah.
Henson.
Yes, a puppet, I'm sorry. So let's say, for example, we want to have a Batman and Robin show. Could you do a puppet show with Batman and Robin, or do you have to have the...
Yeah, you need to have that.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Well, I think Batman and Robin would be a good show. Just Joker, you know.
But in the puppetry slam, you could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
It was
Locally,
non-commercial.
yeah. Locally, you can get
I
away with
think,
stuff.
yeah, where if you are earning any money doing it, then
That's different.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I put a vote in for Batman and Robin.
Okay. We'll
You
come to
should
the
come to
puppetry
the next
slam.
puppetry
Yeah,
slam,
next year.
absolutely.
Or Andy Griffin and Don Knotts, if you get those two. I don't know how you do them in a puppet.
You could do that. They
Yeah,
could,
but
but
I
they
think
would
you
be.
Make
You can
puppets
go
out
to
of
the
I think it'd
slam.
be
You
neat.
can go to the slam and make them.
Oh, really?
Anyone can come to the puppetry slam and make
And make
whatever
them.
they
Oh,
want.
so this is what the slam's
Oh,
about?
Yeah.
is that part of? They have workshops there where you make puppets too.
Yeah, that's what we were doing
Yeah.
for
So
6 weeks.
okay, you can start out making puppets, and then later you can put.
Anything you want to do, we'll facilitate it.
All
And
right.
The great thing is we do shows for children, of course, but then in the evenings we're
Oh,
going to
you
do,
have the
do
adult.
shows for adults, which
Uh-huh.
can be kind of different sort of shows, you know.
There you go. Please come in. Please come in. Please somebody fix him up with a chair.
Yeah,
Find us
come
a
right in.
chair around here.
Yeah, we're getting a nice crowd here.
Th-
Fresh, almost.
that's good. I want one. I want one right now.
Did you bake them?
No, not this week. I might bake some tomorrow.
I want one right now.
You baked
Oh, good.
them
You
3
got.
weeks
They were
ago.
wonderful on TV.
You saw them?
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. I can
So
eat
that's two.
these.
Are you Jeff?
good.
Huh?
Are you Jeff?
Joe.
No, I'm Joe.
So
Joe.
Jeff and Joe are.
He is running for office.
Are you still on?
I don't care for anything.
If you're a member,
Are you
you could
still on
sign,
your
but not
healthy
right now.
diet?
We'll do it later. I'm not super healthy, but it's.
I'm okay.
I'm debating the almost.
I know you
Another
can do this.
one?
I know you can do it. I think you could eat 3 or 4.
Swing,
I'll
fanfare.
do that.
Here we go. I remember I got new batteries this time,
I'll
so
do
it works.
half. That's
Okay,
the
you do.
compromise.
We'll give it the other half to the other half.
No.
Amen.
If you don't stop doing that, I'm gonna whack you over the head with it.
What is that thing?
It's this thing to scare me.
He's got a car under the table.
You want me to
It's
hold that up?
it's the old horn off my truck.
I'll hold the puppets. Put it over there. Oh, so you all become doctors when you come in here?
Scientist.
Mad son.
You can
That's
you can
awesome.
you can
I
continue.
was like, that is
You can
totally
continue to
awesome.
do.
Puppets?
To do what we do?
Uh,
Joe, if you want to get on the screen, if you turn the other way,
so
this
that's
way?
the,
Yeah,
so
like
that's
that.
the
And
trick
that
to
way
keep
you'll be
marionettes
on
from
that
getting
way.
tangled
Here,
as
we'll
you
show
twist it.
That way you get
Live
on.
on your TV.
I know you
The
want to do
trick,
that.
so that, see, we just,
How are you?
so you don't get marionettes twisted.
Maybe use
No
some
twisted
No
marionettes.
twisted marionettes on our show.
Twisted marionette. That's the
That's the name of a band.
Twisted marionettes.
that's the
This
that
is the untwisted puppet, right? You
okay.
can- Okay, he's untwisted.
He looks very intelligent.
Oh, he is. He's the teacher. He's
Oh.
the master. Absolutely.
Was he kind of a? Well, who was that? Who,
And you grab all
is
the
he
strings.
sort of a Confucius character?
Well, this is from a myth. A myth. It's stories I can mention about the Big Dipper, and this is a Chinese legend.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the story in China is of this guy Kiwi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Who was a dwarf, and they have this exam every year. Whoever wins the golden rose from this imperial exam gets high position in the literary world. So Kiwi is really bright, but he's really ugly, and everybody makes fun of him and laughs at him, and he wins the prize. But when the emperor hands him the rose, he's so ugly that the emperor drops it and it shatters. And then Kiwi is so humiliated that he throws himself off a mountain.
Oh.
But don't worry, because the sea dragon saves him and brings him up into the heavens, and he becomes part of the Big Dipper. He's one of the stars. So, it works out okay in the
God
end.
for the sea dragon.
Yeah.
It'd be a really depressing story without the sea
Yeah.
dragon.
Don't put me back in there! Don't put me back in there! Don't want to go in there! Don't!
Did everybody get some tea in their cups?
I had some and I drank
Because
it
the
all,
big
but-
one is quite ready,
Inheritance should be the
and the little one is
The Mary-
probably ready or shortly ready, and the green is probably ready. We have different green today. Yesterday's green was
Good. It's starting to rain outside too. Tea is a good thing to have right now.
Very nice. This is a green tea?
This is a green tea. Let's see how the green tea is today.
It's funny that you mentioned
That
Andy
was a-
Griffith because I have this theory about Sheriff Andy Taylor.
Wow.
That the guy that he's always amazingly laid back, but always very fearless. Doesn't carry a gun, but he's never intimidated by anything.
Right.
And I personally have this theory that he was one of the most dangerous men in the Pacific in World War II. And that there was in 1944, there was some Japanese hellhole in which he was the last man, or South Pacific hellhole in which there was a bunch of Marines, bunch of Japanese troops, and he was the last man standing or something like that. And as a
Sort of
result,
the
Andy
Davy
Taylor,
Crockett of the Second World
so
War.
Andy
or
Taylor
something.
came back with, some men are broken by it, but he was a strong enough man that he came back with a renewed sort of vigor for life and everything like that. And nothing he encounters in Mayberry is, anything he encounters in Mayberry is small potatoes to that.
Exactly.
So he doesn't carry a gun because he's not afraid of anything, and you'd rather talk through any situation than deal with it violently because of what he's been through.
How much?
But
Okay, go ahead.
but you never got to see on camera what happens when, say, the guy that is beating his wife or something like that. Andy says, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that," and then Andy goes and pays him a visit. They don't show that.
Okay.
You know, a
like
good
that.
officer, a good police officer, that's their last resort is to use physical
Do you
restraint.
know? How much do you know about Sheriff Taylor?
I've seen
Andy
episodes.
Griffith-
I've seen episodes of the Andy Griffith Show, and it's,
Okay.
it's a theory I just developed once when I was watching it.
Well, you know the show was fashioned after a little town here in North Carolina,
I have heard that.
Mount
Airy?
Mount Airy.
Yeah.
And Mount Airy indeed had a Sheriff Taylor
I was thinking,
there for a lot of years. So the character is actually based on a lot of reality. Like Mount Pilot, like Pilot Mountain is just
Thank you.
down the road. Except, are you leaving?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
We
you
had a
were
great time.
stay and drink more tea.
It's nice to meet you.
Well,
All right,
Come to the Puppetry Alliance.
I'll think
Okay.
about that. That'd be something.
all right.
well, did you know that Andy Griffith
Yeah.
starred in one of the most intriguing movies back in the 50s called A Face in the Crowd? Where
No,
he
I don't know that
played
one.
a very sinister kind of Jimmy Swaggart type dude,
Oh yeah.
or
Yes.
Don Imus type dude, where he,
A face in the crowd.
A Face in the Crowd.
Face in the Crowd.
With Patricia Neal and Andy Griffith, and he played Lonesome Rhodes.
Yes, I've seen that.
Lonesome Rose.
Lonesome Rhodes.
Rhodes.
I heard somewhere that Don Knotts is ex-special forces.
No. But I will tell you this.
No, he says
he's
no.
definitely not.
You
no.
know enough about Don Knotts to know he's
No.
not. Now, I tell you what I know about Don Knotts. Go ahead. You go ahead and say what you're going to say, and then I'll tell
He
you.
also did another one, which is, in my opinion, his best movie was called No Time for Sergeants.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
the
see
funny
that-
one. That's the
that's-
funny
That
one.
actually has
Sometimes
Don
on-
Knotts in it.
Here.
Turner Classic Movies, you'll see a face in the crowd on, and it's worth watching.
Pass it down. So maybe he would like to.
Because there's a great line in there